Greetings fellow Digitamers, my name is Alex, I'm the 9th Digidestined and welcome to the first episode of Ask Alex. Now this is just a new thing that I'm going with. Obviously it is not the most original idea ever, pretty much everyone does it, but whatever. It's a cool way for us all to, get to know each other a bit better. So about a month ago I posted a 20-second clip of me stood here in my bedroom and I said, ask me something. And now I'm going to answer the questions that you gave me in that video. Crazy, absolutely crazy. And the first question comes from Side Effect Gaming and he wants to know where I live. I live in the digital world. But in the real world, I live in the UK. That's as much as I'm going to say on here because, the internet's a weird place. Now I'm going to apologise because I will probably pronounce everyone's name wrong. I don't know what it is, I seem to be cursed. I never get it right. Next one's from Raymond Castro and he wants to know if I've ever read V-Tamer. No, I haven't. It looks amazing, but I've never actually got round to catching up with that. I definitely will because, I believe there's some really cool stuff going on in there. So my answer is no, not yet, but soon, hopefully. Tim Castle asked the $1 million question, Digimon or Pokemon, and why? I love both. Obviously behind me you can see that the majority of my collection is Digimon, but I do also love Pokemon. Pokemon was my first love. I was into Pokemon before I was into Digimon, but I think obviously prefer Digimon more because I feel like when it came out it felt like it was a bit more mature, maybe. I feel like the story was probably maybe better written and stuff like that, and I like the concept behind it more because it explored the bond between Tamer and Digimon, Tamer and monster partner a little bit more than Pokemon did. Just the fact that you don't really collect Digimon, you have you and your soulmate or whatever. I don't know, it felt a bit more special to me. And also I love the idea of there being this parallel universe, and yeah, I don't know. I do love them both. I do prefer Digimon more than Pokemon. But yeah. Next question comes from Duct Tape, and he wants to know my favourite video games. So, I'm a PlayStation gamer. I'm a very casual gamer. I'm not hardcore or anything, but when I do find a game I like, I really obsess with it. Probably the first and biggest culprit for that for me will be Elder Scrolls Skyrim. I loved that game. I poured so many hours into that, as so many other people did, and I just love it. And I still come back to it now. I still plug it back in, start a new save file, create new characters, and just go walking in that world. It is such a big and immersive world. It's brilliant. I really love story-driven games as well. I really enjoy Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls, Until Dawn. It's just so story-driven. Again, so immersive. The way it has you making these decisions and how your decisions impact the rest of the game. So yeah, I really enjoyed those games too. Can't really quantify it in saying which is my first, second, third, fourth favourite game ever, but definitely up there in my top 5 games has got to be The Last of Us as well. And I've heard there is going to be a second one which is going to be sick, but The Last of Us, man, that game stole my heart. It was awesome. Side Effect Gaming came back at me with another question and he wants to know my favourite drink. Now, non-alcoholic, I would probably say Monster Energy. This is actually my probably favourite flavour of Monster as well, the black and blue one. And although it's 0 sugar, I still know it is basically just poison, but Other soft drinks that I really like, I really like Yop. I think Yop is the most underrated drink ever. You hardly ever see it in shops anymore, and man, it's just such a good drink. It feels good to drink it. It is beautiful, absolutely beautiful drink. Obviously, I love Coca-Cola, Dr. Pepper. I'm a bit of a sugar junkie really, and I probably will regret it someday. Alcoholic, I love John Smith's. That's my all-time #1 favourite beer. It's a bitter and it is just delicious. My current favourite, the one I'm drinking most at the moment, would be Hobgoblin Gold. Again, I can't really describe it other than it just being ace. Mr. Man says, aside from Digimon, are you an anime fan? I like and respect anime, but I can't honestly hand on heart say that I am an anime fan, just because I haven't really watched enough animes to own that title. So no, I'm not worthy of the title of I am an anime fan, but the animes I have watched I like, but then the animes I've watched are kind of your really sort of typical ones like Pokemon, Digimon, Beyblade, Yu-Gi-Oh! So it was kind of all from that same sort of pool, I like anime, but I don't feel like I have the right to call myself an anime fan. Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Bancho Pat asks, what is your all-time favourite Digimon V-Pet? And my answer has got to be Goldie, my version 20th Gold Zubamon V-Pet. It is magnificent. The second I laid eyes on it, I fell in love. It's beautiful. It's not perfect. There are quite a few issues with it, but on the whole, I just absolutely love it. I really, really love it. I believe that the version 20th Pendulum is actually the better device of the two version 20ths that I own. It is the better device, but there's just such a charm to these ones because they're, you know, a remake of the originals, which obviously I adore, and just the colours and everything, and the amount of Digimon they packed into this, and you know, the whole like unlocking different eggs and stuff like that, really, really exciting. So this one owns my heart entirely. Ace. Valkyra Sonara asks, how did you get into Digimon and what is your favourite season? Now, I got into Digimon back in 1999 when it was first advertised on whatever channel it was on here in the UK. I don't honestly remember the channel, but I remember seeing the advert for it, and it contained clips from just the first episode where they're fighting Koagumon, and I was so excited because it was like, it's like Pokemon, but they talk, and you know, all the fight sequences and that back then looked really, really cool. You know, I remember the second I saw Agumon on screen shooting that pepper breath, I was like, my eyes just turned into hearts. You know, I absolutely melted. So yeah, I can remember literally seeing that advert and like rushing to school the next day and telling all my friends all about it, and thus was the beginning of a beautiful relationship. And I adored Adventure Season 1 and Season 2, but my favourite season is definitely Tamers, or Digimon Season 3. It was just written so well. It was written like a drama for kids with Digimon in it. And the storyline, it's kind of linear, but it's all one story. You know, like when you watch Adventure 1, it feels like there are like different writers coming in and out, whereas with Tamers, it feels like it was just written start to finish by just one team of people maybe. I don't really know the facts, I've never actually looked into that, but maybe I will. But yeah, Tamers, it was just so well written, and all the characters had real depth to them. I don't know, it just ticked every single box for me. I loved it. I'm actually currently watching it through again now because the box set released in the UK here, like, I think back in December. So yeah, I picked that up and I'm currently rewatching it through with my wife. So love it. And finally, Mood Ring asks, are there any new Digimon Funko Pop releases? And to my knowledge, we only have Gabumon, Agumon, Matt and Tai. And I don't know any word of there being, you know, plans for any future ones. I really hope there are because they're ace. It'd be ace to see some of those bigger size ones as well, you know, like maybe we could get like, you know, their ultimate or champion forms in those large size ones, or, you know, they do the Funko Pop rides as well. We could have Matt riding on Garurumon, or, oh man, or Davis on Raidrumon. It'd be so cool, man. It would be so cool. So my answer there is, I hope so. That concludes the end of the first Ask Alex episode. I hope this has been sort of interesting for you guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it and you want there to be another Ask Alex episode, then please leave your questions in the comments on this video and they will be answered in the next Ask Alex video. Thanks for sticking around with me, guys. Thanks for being patient and thanks for being ace. You're all the absolute greatest. From me and the squad, peace out.